If you are asked to choose between Superman and Batman or Star Wars and Star Trek, whom will you choose? Isn't the choice difficult? Similarly, when it comes to IT world, selecting the most powerful language is also a cumbersome task. As you all might know that Java and Python are the two prominent languages of the millennium, and thus there has been a heated debate going on since years regarding which one among these two is the best. Drilling down the same, I Neha from Edureka will bring you this live session on Can Python Overthrow Java? Before I begin, can I get a quick confirmation as whether I'm audible or not? I hope I'm audible to you guys. So let's begin and understand what is Python and Java. Python and Java are widely used general purpose programming languages. People say Java is more popular than Python. At present, developers use Java and Python for developing a wide variety of desktop and web applications. Both programming languages are also widely used for machine learning and data science. But Java, unlike Python, is one of the official programming languages for Android. Java was designed with the goal to enable developers to build software applications, whereas Python is the only programming language whose design philosophy emphasizes mainly on code readability. Hence, it becomes essential for programmers to understand the key differences between Python and Java. According to the IT programming trends, Java is said to be the more popular language than other According to IT programming trends, Java is currently more popular than any other programming languages in terms of number of jobs, number of existing Java developers, and overall usage statistics in IT. And according to the latest usage, Java is being used by 3% of the websites as a server-side programming language, whereas only 0.2% of the websites use Python. However, all the recent reports have highlighted that the usage and popularity of Python is going drastically when compared to Java. So now, let's compare the various features and see who will take an edge over the other. First, type of programming language. Both Python and Java are high-level programming languages, but Python is an interpreted programming language. The developers have to use operating system that is specific to Python interpreters to execute the Python code directly. And they even have an option to choose from several implementations of the programming language. And on the other hand, Java is a compiled programming language. The Java code is initially compiled into bytecode that runs on any device or platform with Java Virtual Machine. And then the developers can further port the compiled code from one platform to another. Next, programming paradigm support. Each of the two programming languages support a number of commonly used programming paradigms. In addition to being an object-oriented programming, Python also supports functional, imperative, and procedural programming paradigms. And Java was originally developed as an object-oriented, concurrent, and class-based programming language, but it has been evolving consistently. As it has been evolving consistently, from Java 8, it treats functions as the first-class citizens while supporting key functional programming concepts like lambda expressions. And now coming to code readability, Python mainly emphasizes explicitly on code readability. It even enables programmers to keep the code base clean, readable, and concise. And many developers prefer Python to other programming languages to avoid writing additional code and to keep the applications maintainable. And each new version of Java comes with a number of new language features. Why? Just to simplify the software development. But in this regard, they also have to put extra time and effort to keep the Java code organized and maintainable. In this regard, Python takes a slight edge over Java. Now talking about the standard library, while writing the code in Python, programmers can take advantage of its large and comprehensive standard library. And Python libraries makes it easier for programmers to write a variety of software applications and complete a number of software development tasks. To name a few, it has Beautiful Soup, Request for web scraping, tkinter for GUI, and Pygame for developing games. And at the same time, Java also allows developers to choose from a wide range of libraries according to their specific needs. I understand Java has libraries which can do most of the tasks. And everyone will say like for Java and Android as the best combination for developing apps. Okay, fine, I understand. But think for how many years you use this. Java apps are still from 2000, and why are we not thinking about it? Most of the games are still Java powered and machines are learning mostly with JVMs. Remember, I'm not saying that Java is completely obsolete, but they have still been used from 90s to till now. If you can notice, almost 95% of the apps in Play Store are Java and Android based, and the developers can even choose from the core, integrated and user interface libraries. However, Python still scores over Java in the category of standard library. Now talking about performance and speed, both Java and Python lack the optimal speed that is required to facilitate high performance computing. But Java Virtual Machine speeds up the Java code execution through just-in-time compilation, and the just-in-time compiler compiles the bytecode to native machine code more quickly. Also, Java makes use of applications that run faster by supporting concurrency. And on the other hand, the developers can accelerate Python code execution that occurs through several implementations of the programming language. For instance, they can use Jthan to compile the Python code into Java bytecode and Cthan to compile the Python code into C and C++ codes. And the multiple implementations also help programmers to optimize the execution speed of Python applications. So this is all about the performance and speed. Now moving to mobile and development. At present, Java is one of the two official programming languages for world's most popular operating systems. And a large percentage of developers nowadays use Java for building apps and games for Android platform. And they even have an option to write Android apps and games in Java efficiently by availing a number of robust frameworks and development tools. But the developers lack any option of using Python for building native mobile apps for any mobile platforms. In this regard, they can still develop Python-based mobile apps for I can say for using libraries, and by using libraries for like Kiwi. And the developers have to put extra time and effort to make the Python-based apps to deliver optimal user experience. But using Kiwi, it is possible. And now talking about machine learning and data science, Python is used widely by enterprises for scientific computing, big data, and artificial intelligence projects. Also, it is the currently most preferred programming language for machine learning and data science. And a large percentage of data scientists and machine learning programmers prefer Python when compared to Java when they work on As I told, like a large percentage of data science and machine learning programmers even prefer Python when compared to Java when they work on sentiment analysis. However, many machine learning programmers opt for Java when they work on projects that are related to network security, cyber attack prevention, and fraud detection. And moving to Agile and DevOps, as you all know that a steady increase is being noted in the enterprises that are adopting agile development methodology to deliver high quality software applications rapidly. Likewise, many organizations nowadays opt for DevOps to accelerate the software development, testing and deployment processes. Both Java and Python enables enterprises to adopt new project management methodologies like DevOps and Agile. As Java features a static type system, it becomes easier for programmers to simplify refactoring, and at the same time, Python helps developers to automate refactoring by featuring a dynamic type system. Also, Python's simple and expressive syntax rules enables Python's programmers to experiment with a variety of ideas. Next, learning curve. When talking about the learning curve, beginners find it easier to learn Python when compared to Java, because it has simple and expressive syntax rules of Python, and that makes easier for beginners to start writing software applications. Also, the beginners are not required to put extra time and effort to keep the code base clean and readable. And on the other hand, Java requires beginners to write additional code to express the concepts and accomplish common tasks. But many beginners still offer Java to learn as a programming language because it enables them to build a mobile apps for Android platform. All beginners just think of learning Java because it helps them to learn how to develop a mobile app for Android platform. And finally, talking about the market trends, you can see in the picture that Java is not as trendy as it was before, but still it is the most popular language by virtually any measure. And on the other hand, Python's growth has been astronomical, especially in developed and high-income countries. And the reasons for this amazing growth includes developer productivity, language flexibility, library support, community support, and ease of learning. In this, you can say Python will surely take an edge over the Java. On the whole, both Python and Java are robust programming languages. Despite being mature programming languages, they are currently being used for artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. Hence, it becomes essential for programmers to compare Python and Java based on the specific needs of each software development project. Now, let's talk about the code and syntax. To rigorously understand the syntax, we'll write a program in both Java and Python. First, let's see a code in Java. So in order to print a simple hello message, I'm creating a package, then writing a class. In the class, I'm using a main method, and inside the main method, I'm just using a print statement to display hello. Okay, I'll save this and run the program. So you got the output in the console. Remember, we are using 7 lines of code to just achieve a simple task, that is to display the hello message. Okay, now going to Jupyter Notebook, that is our Python, I'll just say print and followed by I'll give hello. And I'll run the program. So you can see here you got the output as hello. So as you can see, what we could do with 7 lines of code in Java when we can do with 1 line in Python. Both serve the same purpose, but in this, Python can surely overthrow Java. Now going deeper into the syntax, semicolon and parentheses are not required in Python. In case of Java, if the above requisites are not used, it throws an error. So now let's see a small example to check the above stated differences. Again, I'll open my Eclipse and I'll just declare a variable called int, and I'll assign value for that, and I'll just say system.out.println and print the message, that will be A. So again, you can see in this, I'm using a data type of A, that is int. I am giving the value, and again using print statement, I'm displaying the value. So just think, if I remove the semicolon from this, it will throw an error and say syntax error, insert semicolon to complete the statement, correct? And even if I remove the curly brace, same case with this as well, it throws an error, correct? But when I go to my Jupyter Notebook and just say A is equal to 10, and I'll say print A. Sorry, just a mistake. I'll say A is equal to 10, I'll say print A. So see here, you can get the output. And remember, I have not used any data type, and neither I have used any semicolon after this, or nothing else. One more trick or one more shortcut I can say, like I'll just give A is equal to 10, and I'll say just A. So you can see here, even without using the print statement for variables, the output will be displayed. So this is one of the major advantage of Python. Now diving into frameworks, Python supports Django and Flask frameworks for developing web applications. And it also supports other frameworks like Web2Py, Pyramid, and many more. And on the other hand, Java make use of Spring Framework to develop application from desktop to web, Hibernate to access data layer, and Struts for web framework. In this regard, both these languages functions uniquely with their own set of frameworks to achieve the task. At last, coming to community support and repositories, both these languages have a wide community support. In this, Java stands first with its fantastic community support with about 900,000 repositories on GitHub only. And Python comes under top 5 with about 894,000 repositories on GitHub. In this regard, Java wins over Python. Python and Java are two hugely popular programming languages and are similar in many ways. But that does not mean both are equally suited for every project. Choosing the best for your application is a case of weighing up the pros and cons of each language and matching its strengths to the specific needs of your project. Python shines when it comes to developer productivity, and Java has the edge when it comes to speed, although neither languages would be ideal if performance was the only important consideration. Both languages benefit from a huge array of libraries and active supported developer communities. In terms of ideal use cases, Python is perfect for projects where speed of development and budget are important, and is particularly suited for apps that are built and deployed under MVP model. And Python also shines in projects that need sophisticated data analytics and visualization. And Java is perhaps best suited for mobile app development, which is one of the Android's preferred programming languages. And it also has the great strength in banking applications where security is a major consideration. So if I have to answer the question, can Python overthrow Java? I can say yes, it will outperform Java in many cases. But Java is still the core or root for many applications and industries which can never get obsolete. So this was my perspective. So do let me know what you think. Will Python overthrow Java, or Java will stay strong as a pillar in the market? You can comment your opinion in the live chat. So this was all about today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you and happy learning.